Hi, I'm Alyssa Hubbard, author and illustrator of Learn to Read and Spell with Miss Letterly. It's a series of playground stories based on the Orton Gillingham approach to reading. I am an Orton Gillingham trained teacher and tutor. These stories come directly from my lesson plans. So, these are factual concepts, the pieces of language that I'm teaching my students that I've set in a fictional environment. Today, I'd like to show you a little bit more about my book and take you on a tour. First, let me introduce you to Miss Letterly. Miss Letterly is a loving kindergarten teacher who happens to have 26 students in her class. They are the letters of the alphabet. Miss Letterly thinks students learn best out in the warm sunshine playing together. So each day she takes her little letter friends out and they work together learning how to read and spell, making words. You'll notice that the book is a 4-color 9 by 12 heavy duty. It has heavy duty paper that's coated, easy to turn pages, easy to wipe off if you're working with little ones, and easy to hold up and share if you have a class or whole group. The table of contents is handy. For teachers, you'll find this basically to be a scope and sequence, and you can just see where we begin and where we're going. From the phonemic level, understanding the letters and sounds of the alphabet, to blending syllables. I have provided a note from the author, and off we go. This is where all the magic takes place. This is Sunshine Elementary. It is a lovely little place where the letters play on the playground. This is Miss Letterly and her playground. Welcome. She begins the journey with the letters in her class, 26 students. She has vowels and consonants. Throughout the story, the vowels are color-coded in orange, the consonants are green, so that your eye can start understanding how these letters start working together to make words, and you can see the patterns, how the spelling patterns are working. She introduces upper and lowercase, short and long vowel sounds, and then how these phonemes or these pieces of language start blending together to make words. App, map. This book provides a sequential and incremental overview as to how words in our language are actually formed. This understanding helps children learn how to decode and encode. It's actually teaching them how to read, from learning the letters one at a time, understanding that letter sound correspondence. Here are keywords that I've provided, understanding how vowels work, and the patterns that letters make as they're forming into words. These are the digraphs and how they like to play on the playground. Closed syllables, so we start with letters and then we're able to move into 2-letter words and 3-letter words. As we move through the book, children will start to notice that with a consonant vowel consonant letter pattern, this vowel is going to be short if there's a consonant on the end. So they begin learning to read. Everything is color-coded. I've provided word boxes so children can read appropriate words, and then you and your child or your students can spell these words. And as I said, it's incremental. So once students are able to read and spell these CBC words or 3-letter words, they're ready to step up to the next step, which is reading 4-letter words, which means that there's an initial blend. Let me take you through this page. This is explaining about initial blends. Blends are 2 consonants that blend together. So if your student is able to read pot, which is a consonant vowel consonant word, then they are soon ready to read words that have 4 letters in them, And we start with blends at the beginning, initial blends. So S is a letter that loves to blend at the beginning of words. He's so popular. He has lots of friends. This page explains all the letters who enjoy blending with S. These are actually and truly all of the S blends. Once your child is able to read S blends, we have the letters that blend with L and the letters that blend with R, and these are actually all of the words that have blends at the beginning, initial blends. Once kids can read initial blends, then they're ready to read final blends. I've included all the letters that blend at the end of words. I have some spelling patterns in here. These are fun spelling patterns. And I begin the discussion of syllable types. There's 6 different syllable types. This book explains closed, open, and silent E syllable types. So your student will begin to see how vowels decide their sounds given where they are, the position within the word, and the other letters around them. I have some exceptions. Sometimes vowels don't behave perfectly, so we have to learn about those. And we learn some spelling patterns. I'll take a moment to explain this spelling pattern. It's lots of fun. Well, we know that C and K both make the same sound, k. So one day on the playground, C and K get in a rumble because they both want to lead the words. They both want to be the leader of the line. Miss Letterly thinks about it, and she decides that she can help them work it out. She talks to C and K, and they decide to divide up the work. She suggests that A, C lead the line if A, O, and U are next. K gets the job if E, I, or Y are next in line. So the letters make jerseys because they have 2 different teams, Team C and Team K, and then they practice their spelling pattern. AKE lines up. Since A is the next letter in line, C gets the job. Cake. ITE lines up. Since I is the next letter in line, K gets the job. And with all of my pages, I have word boxes with words that are easy to read and spell and practice these concepts. In addition to spelling patterns, I discuss plurals. When adding S isn't enough and you need to add ES, how you know when to do that. And then blending syllables. If you can read short words like nap and you can read ken, then you're ready to start blending syllables. Closed syllables and silent E syllables and open syllables. There's also summer sight words that can be practiced. 85% of our language is predictable, but there's still sight words that we must just memorize. So I've included a list of those. Some information on the Orton Gillingham program. Maybe if you're wondering if your child is dyslexic, I have a little bit of information to help you consider some helpful resources. Thanks to my friends and colleagues at Summit School. A little bit about the author. And that's the end of this book. I certainly have another book that I would love to share. It's in my head. I need to get it written. But this is predominantly the information that I share over the course of about a year. When we're working through these concepts with our students, we have a mantra at Triad Academy at Summit School, and that's go as fast as you can, but as slow as you must. These concepts, these layouts perhaps would take a week to spend on just 2 pages. This is not a book that you would read cover to cover, but it's a way of helping children understand how the language is built from just the letters, putting them together, 2 letters, 3-letter words, 4-letter words, how we build words, and then how those syllables can then start working together to make multisyllabic words. If you have any questions or comments, please send me an email, ahubbard at missletterly.com, or look me up on my website, missletterly.com. Find me on Facebook. Thanks for your time today. I'd love to hear from you.